Okay guys, I am back. I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Of course, we've been working on this little journal here. And I have never made a ring bound journal like this before. So, full disclaimer, we will be learning together. So I thought it would be best, and I am using Tina Shabbydabbydooddah's new kit, and I will have to look up to see what kit that is, probably for the next video. But yeah, so like I said, I've never made them, so we're gonna be learning together, and I just feel like we need reinforcements, and so we're gonna do something with these, an avocado dyed envelope and a tea stained envelope. So yeah, I will show you what I did. I have cut a bunch of these. So this would actually be a really good project to use up your skinny strips. These are, and I'm going to sew around all of these pages too. So yeah, there's that. These are 1 inch and scored at 1/2 inch. So let me just show you what I've been doing, and then we'll just glue a bunch of these. Like I said, I just felt like it all needed like reinforcements somehow. So yeah, those of you that have made them before, feel free to tell me, oh, you're doing it completely wrong. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing here, so I don't know if it's right or wrong. But anyhow, and I am filming really late at night. It is Wednesday night, and Grace and I are getting ready to, well, technically I'm heading out of town, and then Gracie's leaving with my dad a little bit later. Anyways, that said, yeah, it's been an interesting work week. I can't hardly believe that I actually have like the next 5 days off. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I have zero intentions of thinking about work when I'm gone. While I love my job, I'm just really excited to be spending some time with family. And yeah, so yeah, that would be that. So I hope you guys are all doing well. And I do have to ink around all these, but I won't bore you on air with that. So we're just gonna kind of call this like not a tutorial, but just a let's craft and chat. I have my asset sheets at work almost done. I was hoping to have gotten them done before I left, but they had originally anticipated on that project taking like 3 or 4 weeks. The fact that I've only been really working on it total about 4.5 days. They're pretty excited about that. And I think I mentioned in the last video that I'm not working for the parent company. I'm working for, I call it the fledgling or the baby company now. But yeah, there's a daunting task of me doing the same thing for the other company as well, which is fine. I mean, it just means that I'll have to travel down to Denver for a while, which will be all right, I guess. And hopefully they'll do it sooner rather than later so that I don't get stuck in the snow flying, you know. That I am not a big fan of. I mean, I'll travel in the snow because obviously being in Colorado, snow is part of where you live, but yeah, I would prefer not to drive to Denver in the snow. And if they think I'm driving Denver during rush hour, they are nuts. Like, I'll go down like at 10 every day. Like, I'll go in and check in at the Fort Collins office. But yeah, I'm not. There's no way. They would have a disgruntled employee on their hands because no way. No way. So yeah, anyhow, I hope you guys are all doing well. I don't even know if I talked about this in the last video. Probably not. Because I've been, I never did get the ducks. Not that I don't want them, but I kind of ran out of time before I went back to work. Okay, so this, I'll stop for a second talking about that. And then, this is avocado dyed paper, but it's just like a single sheet of paper, and I've cut a bunch of them in half. But I am gonna, instead of using like the ring, like reinforcers, like the little, I don't know what they are, kind of like Tyvek-y type circles that we use on tags and stuff. I'm gonna use this instead. Because, yeah, it just seems like that might be a little bit of overkill, maybe. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't claim to know what I'm doing here. We are just literally creating as we go. I just thought that paper would need reinforcement. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably do a good handful with you guys, and we'll just chat, and then I'll probably do the rest of them off air, because you'll get the gist of what we're doing here. So anyways, what I've decided is that I'm gonna order these things called, I think it's Branham chickens. They're 4 foot tall. Literally, they get 4 foot tall. And they lay eggs just like a regular chicken, but they're giant. They're called like the giant chicken. Hello? Giant chicken? Count me in. And of course, you know, everybody's like, what do you need a giant chicken for? Well, it's not about need anymore. It's about want. And I've decided that for the next year, I obviously won't harm anybody in these decisions, but I'm going to do just what makes me happy. So if I want giant chickens, I'm going to get me some giant chickens. And that's just how the way it's going to be. I think I've been through enough where I'd really to the point where I just don't care about other people's opinions on what I do, you know? I think we get to that point, right? I don't know if it's age or if it's just, for lack of better words, damage. I don't know. Not gonna lie, this week's been kind of rough for me emotionally. And Gracie's yelling at her brother. I'm guessing she has no idea that I'm recording. Anyways, yeah, so it's been kind of a rough emotional week for me. I mean, I've held it together pretty much, and if I talk about it too much, I'll end up just crying again. And I think part of it's hormonal. I'm getting to that age where I'm pretty sure I'm perimenopausal, so, you know. And all the stress of this year probably isn't helping anything either, but yeah, so I think I'll probably call it good here on the pink, and I'll do a couple of the creams so you can see what it looks like on the cream. And then we'll do a couple of the envelopes. And then at that point, we'll kind of just decide what we think we should do. Maybe I'll go ahead and like insert a few into the journal. As far as like punching the holes, I probably won't do them all just because I want to sew them first, I think. We'll just see. We'll see how it's going to look and then go from there. I'll do one more cream one, and then that'll give us enough for like a template. I haven't made a template yet, so I'm hoping that we can just make one out of the parts and pieces we're already doing. And I think eventually, anyways, I'm going to see how full it is with these. But I do think I'm going to make a couple of cardstock type pockets. But that'll be a couple of videos from now, because I need to see, I think Gail made some maybe, or maybe it was Tina. Let's do one of these envelopes here. Okay. I'll probably end up having to cut that down, but we'll at least get it on here. And then we'll go from there. Oh, dinner's barking. So, like, I love cucumbers, but they do not love me. Ever since I was a kid, they didn't agree with me. But then, like, in my 20s and stuff, I could eat more of them. But anymore, they give me, like, heartburn. Is anybody else like that with cucumbers? And I don't care for melon anymore either. So I always kind of wondered if I have like a small allergy or something to it. That's going to stick out a little bit more. Hopefully not too far. If not, we'll just cut it down and glue up the side. Or sew up the side. That would work. All right. And then let's pull these pieces we've already done over. And here's what I'm thinking. And it might be an epic error, but we will just have to see. Oh. All right, so I was thinking that we would just kind of line them up kind of where we think we might want them. I don't know if there's a good way for me to show that on camera or not. Kind of hoping. Like I said, we can kind of make a template out of one of them. That'll probably work. Well, let's just see what we get. See if it lines up. So sometimes your cardboard gets stuck in your little paper hole puncher. So you got to dig it out a little bit. At least I have that issue. I don't know if anybody else does, but okay. Okay, now I'm going to go back in here. Kind of hold that piece, and then I'm going to bring, that back a little bit. Oh. Okay. Now, in theory, try to move it up one more notch. In theory, that should be about right. In theory. So let's put it back together. And we'll see. Or I guess we don't have to put it all the way back together because we'll have to measure out the other ones. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right. And it flows freely. Okay. Alrighty then. So that's template number 1. Okay, let's do the other one. The bigger ones here. And I gotta cut those down a little bit because I noticed they're just a snitch bigger. Oh, and look at that, the dogs are barking. Aren't you so excited? Okay, now let's see if our little thing will work. All right. Okay, that looks about right. If I were to do it over again, I do this one down just a little bit, but I think we're pretty good. Okay, and it doesn't come too far forward. Okay, all right, perfect. All right, so now we need to do one more, which would be this little envelope. And I'm pretty sure that this one's going to be pretty difficult. Maybe not. Okay. It's so weird using that guide. But yeah, it works pretty good if you're doing it right. Okay. And for the last time, we'll bring this over. And we'll just see what we got. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this down a little bit. That's okay. I'm not overly fussed about it. So that's what I'll do, as I probably should have done it on this side that I already punched, but no big deal. We'll just take it down a little bit. that is why they call it junk journaling, because it's not always supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be fun. I probably, you know, I probably could. It would be a waste of this, but I probably could just take that side off because I really like that spot that I got there. All right, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm going to go ahead and take it down to, let's take it down to 5. Okay. Oops, sorry, that was pretty loud. I don't know. We'll save this. Maybe we'll use it for something. I don't know. You never want to throw away junk if you can help it, though. Okay. Now, I'm going to kind of fold this over a little bit. I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to kind of match top and bottom up. There. And then I'm just going to take my scissors in here. Just going to round it out like so. There we go. It's as good as we'll probably ever get. Okay, so we know for this next one, we'll have to do the same thing. I don't know if these are necessary, guys. Like these, extra supports, I guess is what you would call them. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but oopsie daisy. And I think I'm just going to line this up because it'll be the same. I'll just put my little holes in there. That's what I meant. Oh, it's been a week. Thinking it's already Wednesday. Oh no. Oh, it's because it was the wrong side. How about that? All right, let's see what we got now. And then I think I will probably pause the video and I'll whip through these other ones really quick. Get them all glued and whatever. Get them ready for the ring binding. Maybe do some sewing, and then I'll come back and show you. Right? Yes, that will work. That will work just fine. Okay. All right, and I think we can probably do something with that flap when we're like decorating and whatnot. Okay. All right, guys, I will just talk to you in a minute. Okay, guys, I am back, but I haven't sewed anything. But then I got to thinking it really doesn't matter if I sew right now or if I sew later, because we can take out a page of these things. So that might be the really brilliant thing to do when you're making these things, right? Is to just be able to, sorry, I was just trying to figure out again which, all right, so this is the bottom and this is the top. Okay, right? No, it's this way, right? Okay. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to start at the bottom and we're just going to load this, and this will be like this will kind of finish out this video, I think. I didn't even look to see how many minutes the other one was. And I'm going to try to get it all in frame, but I'm not sure if I'm going to hit the mark. Let me see where I'm at now. All right, I think I'm all right. Okay, so we're just going to go and just start randomly putting on our pages, and hopefully, cross your fingers, guys, that this works out good. And I did a couple little things here, nothing major, just folded out one piece of paper. And I know it's going to be kind of broken up the next few days, mostly because I only have time to film a couple, like 1 or 2 more videos. And that said, I'm just randomly putting them in here because we can always take them out and read, like, you know what I mean? Put them in different ways. But I don't have that much more time to film anything before I leave. So we're going to at least get this loaded. And then we are going to, let's put this one here. Like I said, we could add, subtract, whatever, but I think I'm going to make a couple of TCTCs, because I've seen some really cute stuff this week. And then, Jamie at, is it Love You More Soaps, maybe? I'm sorry, Jamie, I can't remember the name of it. It is so late tonight that my brain is kind of only on half acceleration, I guess, or whatever. Feel free to laugh at me because I'm gonna laugh at me too. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so there's a couple pieces I want to make. See, I think I'm gonna end up having to put some washi tape on some of this to kind of cover where I was supposed to put this stuff and didn't. Let's put one of these. These, actually probably 2 of those. Actually, let's do one of these in there, throw in a little bit of color. Like I said, I've never made one, so we're just kind of winging and praying here. I have way more than these than I thought I did. Am I gonna wanna? No, I think I'll be good. Boy, that's a lot of sheets of paper, huh? And I've seen where people have actually made, because I think you're not supposed to go past this. Make sense? Goodness, guys, because that's oops. Oh, I hope you guys giggle at me as much as I giggle at me. I mean, everybody needs their daily dose of ridiculous antics by me, right? I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna keep loading and see what we get. So anyhow, I was telling you about my giant chickens. The kids think I'm ridiculous for wanting giant chickens, but you know, whatever. To each their own. I don't complain when they want weird things. Not that they want weird things too often, but, you know, I wouldn't complain. I need to start remembering to use some more of these kit papers in here. I'll put another one of these in. I think I'll have to print the kit again too, or at least a few of the pages to get some collage pieces. So that's interesting, huh? What do we got left? A couple of those. So well, I can say that I'm definitely interested in this to see how this is going to turn out. And I do think we're going to have to do a larger piece here, like larger rings. I probably just loaded this on camera prematurely. It's seeming to pull on that, so we're never going to get the cover on that one either. All right, well, I wonder if there's an easier way to get this done. Like to transfer it. I don't know, is this normal? I don't know that there's an easy way to get this done. Other than trying to probably just make a bigger mess than if I had just taken it all off, right? That's not gonna work. Bubbling crafter today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's just sliding. I can tell you what not to do. I mean, you would think that it's pretty simple, right? This is how you don't load one of these. I almost cussed on you guys. Please don't leave me. Oh, just look at it this way. You can tell your significant others. What did you do today? Oh, I watched some goofball trying to thread these things onto rings. And she got it all kerfuffled. I mean, seems legit, right? Where would you guys be without me, right? Trying all the gooberish stuff. Getting all the mistakes out of the way so you don't have to. I think it's because I'm so stinking tired. I think I told you earlier in the video, it's like I'm actually almost going on 24 hours now because it's even later. It took me a while to get all those pieces glued. That's why I was like, you know, I'll just save the sewing for a different day. And we'll keep the next few videos pretty short and sweet. But at least you'll get something, right? I'm gonna laugh my ever-loving head off if this one's even too big or too small. Because then we'll have to divide it out and make two, you know. I think that's a little bit better, but let's get this one unstrung or restrung or whatever the heck you want to call it. Yeah, well, at least you're never bored, or maybe you are bored, I don't know. See, that one was 1.5 inches, and these are 2 inch. So, I think I've heard of people doing like 3-inch ones, but I don't have any of those. I would have to make a special trip. Oh, we still have papers to put in. Brilliant, huh? And you're just getting my hand in your face, I think, probably. Well, like I said, you're never bored, right? You never know what's going to happen. Okay. I was going to say that wasn't as painful, but it was totally painful. All right. So let's put this on this side. Put that one on first. Back it with that. Here. This one here. And this one on here. Okay. Let's get it together. Okay, I like that. I like that. Look at that. We're rolling. Okay. All right, what did I do here? Why is it not? All right, so how they're supposed to set? I don't know. Those of you that have done this before, is this it? That's how they're supposed to set? I mean, I kind of like it. I don't want to say kind of like a bad thing. I mean, like a good thing. Can I put that in there? Is that how we do that? Let's move the ring in a little more. So it's more like in the middle there. I don't know. Well, it sits better if you do it that way. And I'm mumbling. I apologize. All right, so I'm going to call that good for this video. If you made it this far, congratulations. You are my hero. And I will just tell you good night. And I hope you guys are having a fun, safe weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.